couple of big issues that you've been talking about. One of them that interested me very much, the decriminalization of marijuana in Washington, D.C. Why? What's the situation?
Well, there's been a study done by the ACLU and another group, the Washington Lawyers Group, that shows that even though that use of marijuana is widespread, 90% of the arrests are young African Americans. And once you have a criminal charge, it's hard to get a job. It's hard to work on a construction job. It's hard to get a commercial driver's license. There's a number of things that you start being, kind of pushed out of economic society. And we know that criminalization of marijuana has not decreased the use of marijuana. So the city now is only 48% African American, but the arrests are over 90% African American. And, we've got 7 universities here, 7 colleges. Not to stereotype, college kids.
Not that college kids smoke pot,
but I don't think the only people smoking pot at a clip of 90% is African American. So it's really an issue of social justice. And so the decriminalization, really turning it into a ticket, a fine for an ounce or less. And, we've seen California do this, Massachusetts, and of course the arrest rates go down. And there's not much impact on the usage of marijuana. So frankly, it's something that it's time.
58% of Americans today in the latest Gallup poll actually support legalization of marijuana, which is up 10 points in the last year alone, largely due, I think, to the impact of what Colorado and Washington State, the voters there, when they approved legalization last November. Why not go all the way?
Well, I think, first of all, this is the first step, and let's see how this works. And we also want to see how Colorado and Washington State, how they do it. They've got 2 very different regulatory schemes of how to regulate it. Let's let them go first, see how it works. And, in D.C., there should be a broader conversation, just like in Colorado and Washington State, it should go to a referendum. Let the voters talk about it, argue about it, and then vote on it instead of just pushing it through by the council. I think that's a better way to do it.
This is something that surprised me. Washington, D.C. today is only 48% African American. I thought it was higher. That's the population, not people who come here to work here and everything, right? You're talking about residents of the city. Right. 48%.
Between 48 and 49.
What was it? Has it been higher? Has it gone
absolutely.
down?
It's been much higher. But the city's changing. And it really, during the 90s, certainly when the city was in bad shape with crack and went broke and all that a lot of people, especially African Americans, moved out, moving to Prince George's County, middle class folks. But now that people are moving back in, people of higher means with, people that come from all across the country moving into D.C. And about every month, about 3,000 people move out, 4,000 people move in, and we're growing at one of the fastest clips in the nation.
And what kind of support are you getting on the city council for this decriminalization?
I have 9 votes plus my own. So 10 of us want to do it.
10 out of 12, right?
10 out of 13.
10 out of 13.
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
So it's going to pass.
Yeah.
The question remains of really 2 interesting questions. One is, how high should the fine be? And the other is, should people be allowed to at least grow a plant or 2 in their home? And that's where, we're going to have to debate a little bit.
D.C. already has medical marijuana.
That's right. We have medical marijuana. We're a full year into having medical marijuana available, and so we've got growers in the city.
Yeah, and we have one of the dispensaries right across the street here. Right, I think, Peter, isn't it over Popeye Chicken? I believe
it's now over Popeye's Chicken.
We always thought that was very appropriate.